Let's move on to sports. Now here's Gimba Umar.
Well, thanks indeed, Ijoma. Christian Abua has become the fifth Nigerian male boxer to make the quarterfinals at the ongoing Africa Boxing Championship in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Abua beat Kahucho Nguwada of Central African Republic to make the next round. In the quarterfinals, Efe Ajagba will fight Kennedy Evans of Seychelles, while Korede Adeniji will take on Ghana's Lawson Rahman. The female boxers got byes in the first round and will resume action on Tuesday. Well, Egypt's coach Hector Cooper called up 5 players overseas to join the national team's training camp before the game against Nigeria in the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. The Argentine tactician picked Mohamed Saleh, Mohamed El Neni, Ahmed Hassan, Mahmoud Hassan and Amr Warda to join the Pharaohs camp, which starts on March the 20th. The foreign professionals will be joined by 18 home-based counterparts after the CAF Championship League and the Confederation Cup games this weekend. The 7-time African champions will head to Nigeria 2 days before the first leg on March the 25th, before the team returns to Egypt to get ready for the second leg on March the 29th. And Super Eagles striker Odion Ighalo has dismissed injury concerns ahead of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against the Pharaohs of Egypt later this month. Ighalo, who limped out of the English FA Cup tie against Arsenal at the weekend, says that he only suffered a minor knock and that he will be fit when Stoke City visit Vicarage Road on Saturday. Ighalo got the opener in the 2-1 defeat of FA Cup defending champions Arsenal to send his side to the semi-finals at Wembley. The head of the World Anti-Doping Agency, Craig Reedy, says that athletes and millions of sports fans worldwide have demanded answers following the spate of doping and governance scandals which have hit sports recently. Mr. Reedy calls on sponsors to help fund the fight against doping and promised better protection for whistleblowers. And world number 5 Rafael Nadal says that he will sue Roselyne Bachelot after the former French sports minister alleged the Spanish 14-time Grand Slam winner's 7 months absence from the sport in 2012 was because of a positive doping test. Nadal, who advanced to the 3rd round of the BNP Paribas Open after beating Luxembourg's Gilles Muller 6-2, 2-6, 6-4, says that he was going to take legal action against Bachelot and anyone else who accuses him of doping. Bachelot made the comments after last week, of course, while talking about Maria Sharapova's failed drug test.
So much since I have 5 years old, during all my career, to have the success that I had, always with the right way. There is a couple of times that I heard comments like this. I didn't want to go for justice, to sue the people who said these things, because I didn't thought that they were serious, but a minister of France should be serious. So this time is the time to go against her. We're going to sue her, and since the day of today, I tell you that everyone who has another comment in this way, going to happen the same.
And that wraps it up on Sports News. The news at 10 continues in just a moment with Ijoma.
A day after Islamist militants killed at least 18 people in Côte d'Ivoire, the government says it will do all it can to ensure such an attack never occurs on its soil again. Temitokwe Fabumi tells us more.
The government of Côte d'Ivoire has declared 3 days of national mourning after Al-Qaeda-linked terrorists attacked a beach resort in Abidjan. The government also announced that security will be reinforced at schools, diplomatic missions and at the country's borders. 15 civilians, 3 soldiers and 3 terrorists died in the attack. Meanwhile, Turkey has launched airstrikes against Kurdish rebels in the country's southeast and in Iraq. This comes after President Recep Tayyip Erdogan vowed to crack down on terror after Sunday's attack in Ankara that killed at least 37 people. A curfew was declared in 3 towns in southeast Turkey, while warplanes struck PKK camps in Iraqi Kurdistan region. Finally, UN-brokered peace talks have begun in Geneva, with Syrian government representatives meeting UN envoy Staffan de Mistura. Mr. de Mistura says the talks are intended to focus on future political arrangements in Syria, a new constitution and elections. The talks, which coincides with the 5th anniversary of the conflict, are taking place in Geneva 2 weeks after the start of a ceasefire agreement. And that's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you, Joma.
Thanks a lot, Temi Tokwe. And on entertainment news tonight, not such great news for fans of Davido, as his highly anticipated sophomore album may not be released this year. Here's Mayowa Ugundele with more.
Many thanks. Here are top stories from the showbiz industry. Reactions continue to trail the court ruling mandating President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Ibn Abofi Barisima, to serve a 5-year jail term. Filmmaker Charles Novia, in an open letter, called on entertainers to lay aside whatever bad blood may exist and stand by the embattled actress, even as they respect the law. Bad news for fans of HKN lead actor Davido, as the singer's highly anticipated second album, Baddest, is not likely to be released in 2016. In an exclusive interview with NCMA News, Davido disclosed music giant Sony Music BMG, which he recently signed a deal with, requires more time to ensure the album carries global appeal, as well as stage a successful global distribution of the project.
When is the album going?
I'm not sure yet. It might not even be this year.
Does it have anything to do with the new contract?
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Falz hosted celebrities and fans at the official unveil of the short film Soldier, starring Jam Question Kuruna Simi and actor Deyemi Okonlawo. The short film is his way of promoting the music video for his song of the same title, which is off his sophomore album, Stories That Touch. On the music front, DJ Exclusive has released a video for his collaboration with Tiwa Savage, Ricardo Banks and Traffic. The video for the song Alaji was directed by Adasa Cookie. Five-star music act Casey has dropped yet another video. The video mashup for the song Idiom shows several highlights of the singer's career and stage performances. African China is out with a new music video titled Love Matter. The video was shot in Europe. Rapper Jibo has released a new single for The Local. The street track was produced by Snagsy. And that's it on HTML News. Many thanks for watching. Let's head back to the main news.
Thanks a lot, Mayowa. And the main news again. Nigeria today announced its intention to sign the United Nations Agreement on Zero Gas Flaring by 2030 as the 6th African Petroleum Congress opened in Abuja. Also today, Governor Akinwumi Ambode sacked the general manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency over his alleged role in the collapse of the 5-story building in the Lekki area of the city. And Côte d'Ivoire has declared 3 days of national mourning as the death toll in the militant attack on a beach resort has risen to 18. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Benyato. You have a great night.